Welcome to this tutorial on legal research using the Ghana Legal Information Institute, better known as GhaLII. GhaLII is Ghana's free, publicly accessible legal research platform. It provides access to Ghanaian legislation, judicial decisions, and other legal resources, and is widely used by judges, lawyers, academics, and researchers across the country. In this tutorial, we will walk through the most important research areas on GhaLII, from finding legislation and understanding its current status, to locating and analyzing case law and accessing regional and international legal materials. Let's begin. When you open GhaLII, you will see a homepage with several key sections in the top navigation menu. Legislation, which includes Acts of Parliament, and subsidiary legislation. Case law from Ghanaian courts. Gazettes for official government notices. African Union and ECOWAS for regional legal materials. You can also use the search bar at the top of the page to conduct keyword searches across all content types at once. Now let's explore each category. At the top of the page, click on Legislation. You will see options to narrow your search by category. Current legislation for laws currently in force. Recent legislation for newly enacted laws. Subsidiary legislation for regulations, instruments and rules made under principal acts. Uncommenced legislation for laws passed by Parliament but not yet in force. Repealed legislation for laws that are no longer valid. Or legislation for the complete collection. Use quotation marks for exact phrase searches, for example, unlawful dismissal, to narrow your results significantly. Boolean operators are also supported. Use and to require both terms. Use or to broaden the search, and use not to exclude unwanted results. Once you open an act, look immediately for the commencement date. This tells you when the law came into force. In Ghana, legislation can come into force in different ways. Some laws commence automatically upon publication in the Gazette. Others require a ministerial executive instrument before they take effect. GhaLII displays this information clearly at the top of each act, often with a link to the relevant commencement instrument. A law is only enforceable from its commencement date, not the date it was passed. Some major reform acts come into force in stages, meaning different sections commence on different dates. GhaLII indicates this clearly in the introductory section of the Act, and may link to the relevant Gazette notices specifying when each part takes effect. Legislation changes over time, and the History tab helps you understand what has happened to an Act and which amendments have been applied. Use the History tab on any Act to see its full amendment timeline, including dates of changes, amending instruments, and commencement information. Sometimes a banner will appear at the top of an Act warning that there are outstanding amendments not yet incorporated into the main text. Where you see this notice, you must locate and review those amendments. When a law is no longer in force, GhaLII clearly displays a notice stating, "You are viewing repealed legislation which is no longer in force." When a law has changed over time, the What Changed feature on GhaLII will help to view the differences between an earlier and the current version of a provision side by side. To access court decisions, click Judgments in the main menu. This will open the full judgment listing page, which includes decisions from the Supreme Court, the Court of Appeal, and the High Court. From here, you can browse judgments by court and filter the results by year. Selecting multiple years will give you broader coverage across the available cases. You can also search for specific judgments using party names, case citations, the court, judge names, or keywords related to the legal issue, for example, bail pending appeal. To make your searches more accurate, use Boolean operators. Use AND when both terms must appear, Oregon to include either term and not to exclude a term. You can also place quotation marks around a phrase to search for that exact phrase. For example, searching bail. And exceptional circumstances will return only cases that contain both the word bail and the exact phrase, exceptional circumstances. Use Boolean operators and quotation marks together to refine your searches and find the most relevant judgments. Use advanced search for more precise research. It allows you to combine multiple search options in one targeted search, including keywords, Boolean operators, search fields, date ranges, and filters. Enter your search terms in the search boxes and use and/or not to control how the terms are combined. You can choose where the platform should look for those terms by using the In These Fields dropdown, which lets you search across all fields or narrow the search to specific parts of a document, such as the title, citation, judges, case number, case parties, case summary, fly note, or content. If you want the words to appear exactly as typed, use the exact phrase option. You can also limit your search by date using the date from and date to fields. After searching, refine the results further using the filters on the left-hand side, such as document type, court, and year. The selected filters appear above the results and can be removed if needed. Search terms are highlighted in the results to help you quickly identify where they appear in each document. You can also save your search as an alert so that you are notified when new documents matching your search criteria become available. Each search result shows the case title, case number, court, judge, date of judgment, and neutral citation, giving you everything you need to identify and verify the case. When you open a judgment, GhaLII displays the full text, either as a PDF or searchable text, along with links to related cases and relevant legislation cited within the judgment. Do not stop at a single result. Use the related judgments, documents cited, and citations features to deepen your research. Related judgments shows cases connected to the same legal issue. Documents cited reveals the legislation and cases the court relied on. GhaLII also provides access to regional and continental legal materials through the top menu. Applying filters lets you see Ghanaian, African Union, and ECOWAS materials, useful when you need to understand how a legal issue is treated at both the domestic and regional level. Use the Ask AI feature to help you understand a document more quickly while you are reading it. When you open a document, the Ask AI panel appears on the side of the page. You can use it to ask questions about the document. To use the feature, type your question into the Ask a Question box at the bottom of the panel and submit it. The AI will respond based on the content of the document you are viewing. You can ask follow-up questions to narrow the answer or explore a particular issue in more detail. The response can help guide your research and point you to relevant parts of the document. With My GhaLII, you can create a personalized legal research workspace by saving documents you'd like to revisit later, including documents where you've added your own private comments. You can follow topics, courts, or areas of law that interest you, such as the Court of Appeal, and receive updates whenever new relevant content becomes available. You can also create and manage search alerts to stay informed about developments in specific subjects. In addition, every conversation you have with Ask AI is automatically saved, making it easy to return to previous research and insights. All of these features can be accessed anytime from your My GhaLII profile, giving you a central place to organize and manage your legal research. Legal research is not a mechanical exercise. It requires judgment, verification, and thoroughness. GhaLII is one of the most powerful tools available to Ghanaian legal professionals, and this tutorial has covered its core features. To get detailed step-by-step guidance, visit the GhaLII Help Center, where you will find tutorials on finding legislation, locating case law, personalized features, and refining your searches. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your research.